for the majority of those living in the British Isles, this is the closest they get to their head of state. Queen Elizabeth, 40 years a monarch, arrives to undertake another engagement. The dignity and impressiveness of the occasion assisted by the transport she uses, a state phantom Rolls-Royce. It wasn't always so. From the start of the century, Britain's royal family undertook their major duties in a Coventry-built Daimler. Following George VI's death in 1952, his daughter, the present Queen, continued for a while to use the cars from his reign. These ponderous heavy vehicles, over 3¼ ton unladen, had poor acceleration and low top speed, despite a 5.5-litre engine. When Elizabeth II came to the throne, she and her husband, Prince Philip, already had a Rolls-Royce Phantom 4. Built in 1950, this was uprated to the #1 state car upon her accession. "40 years later, the car is still popular with the royal family. With one Rolls-Royce in the Royal Mews, the company that claimed to make the best car in the world set about securing Daimler's Royal Warrant of Appointment. Although taking a risk, they decided to build a Rolls-Royce Landaulette for ceremonial use on a Phantom 4 chassis. They approached the Royal Coach Builders, Hooper and Company, who built the bodies for the Royal Daimlers to construct such a vehicle. This car I'm with is virtually an exact copy and was built at Hooper and Company at the same time and has been used by the royal family on a number of occasions. By 1958, the Queen decided to re-equip the state cars as Rolls-Royce and ordered 2 Phantom 5 ceremonial cars from the Rolls-Royce-owned coach builder Park Ward, at the same time buying the 1954 Hooper Phantom 4 State Landaulette. The Queen's Landaulette is now retired to Her Majesty's Car Museum at Sandringham House after a hectic life, not only all over Britain, but also as far away as Nigeria, Scandinavia, and rather close to home France. The 2 new Phantom 5s, completed in 1960 and 1961, fulfilled, along with the 2 earlier Phantom 4s, all the Queen's principal engagements up till the delivery of the latest high-roof Phantom 6 in 1978. Back in 1955, when Rolls-Royce seemed to be nosing their way into royal favour, Daimler, in desperation, built 2 state cars, a limousine and a Landaulette, in the vain hope of retaining the royal warrant. They were never purchased, but 30 years later I acquired them for restoration and was able to place them once again at the disposal of the Queen on a visit to British troops in Germany. Such became my involvement that a book seemed a logical idea on how Rolls-Royce acquired the royal patronage and how other members of the British royal family also departed from half a century of Daimler ownership and took Rolls-Royce into their ownership. Curiously, junior members of the royal family had begun using Rolls-Royce back in the 20s. Now the story is told in the Royal Rolls-Royce Motor Cars, published in time for the Queen's 40th anniversary of her accession by Osprey at £25, which will certainly save you a moderate sum of money compared to having to go out and buy one of these cars.